People love to hear themselves described. How to find out if you're this, how to find out if you're that. Listen to this video and hear the 7 signs of you being a Sigma woman. Oh my gosh, am I a Sigma woman? Is that me? I'm a Sigma woman. Okay, settle down. You're a woman, unlike any other woman. And although I'm posting this on my YouTube channel right now, where the majority of my followers are men, maybe this video will get me a few more female followers. Nonetheless, I posted this video last week that's just going off. It's really going off right now on TikTok. And it's called The 7 Signs That You're a Sigma Woman. And I talked about these 7 signs. You probably are interested to know about them. And if you're a man, would these 7 signs also apply to you as a man? Well, yes, but there's just like some more depth to this, because these sigma, beta, alpha, gamma, delta, these are masculine terms, Greek oriented. They're letters of the alphabet is what they are. The first time this got brought to my attention was when I made my video called The 3 Traits of a Lone Wolf Empath. And I put out that video, The Lone Wolf Empath, and it brought a lot of attention in the comments to the term Sigma. I'm a Sigma male. That is me. I'm a lone wolf. I'm Sigma. And I'm like, whoa, what is this terminology that's coming out all of a sudden? It's kind of like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Taurus. Yes, that's me. All Aries, all Aquarius. The comments from the women love to go to the astrological signs. The men who identified with this term lone wolf and then applied this Greek alphabet letter to it, the sigma. Like, let's not pigeonhole ourselves into these terms, okay? But yes, we love it, right? We love hearing things that describe us and that do categorize us and put a label on us, say, that's who I am. And why do we do that so much? Because so many of us are struggling to know who we are. So these are the traits that I put out, okay? First of all, she's a loner, hence the lone wolf. Okay, she's a loner. She prefers being alone. So not only is she a loner, she's like totally cool with that, loves that. Like, that's my preference. Then she's very confident being alone. So not only am I that, it's what I like, and I'm very confident about that. And then she's not only just confident in her aloneness, but of course she's confident in her abilities in general, like to accomplish goals and to succeed and be ambitious. And so confident in herself that what other people think about her doesn't matter. Okay, like, so right there, at that 4th point, describing this Sigma woman, it's like, I don't even care what the label is, that what you're going to call me. You can call me whatever it is. I know myself. Okay. Now we carry on. We have a few more points here. Like, it's lacking codependency. It's lacking anxious attachment. It's even lacking an avoidant attachment, which some people might think, oh, she sounds very avoidant. No, she's very secure in herself. And if you come to her with an avoidant attachment, it's not gonna do well. If you come to her with an anxious attachment, that's not gonna do well either. She leads by example. She leads her own path. Remember, she's a lone wolf. Then she's of course introverted. She's introverted. She's highly intuitive. She's highly sensitive. So she's very in tune with her feminine side, her feminine traits, as much as she is this independent masculine side of herself. Okay. And she likely has a life path number of 1. And life path number 1, these are people who are leaders. They are ambitious leaders. They are independent leaders. They don't get influenced by other people. They like to be the only ones to control their freedom and hold onto it. They are self-dependent and do not rely on others. It's not to say that they don't spend time with others or aren't, inspired by others, of course, but they just don't have that neediness. Now we get to the last point. She will never tell you that she is Sigma. She will never tell you that. She will never go into the comment section of something and say, I'm a Sigma woman. No, she will not say that because she doesn't subscribe to these labels. She doesn't subscribe to these archetypes. Yo, I'm a lone wolf. But even that, like, I'm not going out there telling people in my everyday communication of, hi, I'm a lone wolf. The empath piece is different. Like, I'm a highly sensitive person. I'm a deep feeler. Okay, cool. Like, I'll talk about that. I'm an introvert. Yes, that means I get my energy from being alone. Regardless, you're playing by your own rules. You're carving your own path. You're blunt and you tell it like it is. Like if someone wants to say, "Oh, are you a Virgo?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm Virgo, but what up? Like, so what? What does that have to do with anything? Like, don't peg me in this thing of all Virgos." As much as we might have in common, as many similarities as we might share, there's still a whole lot of other things about us that are not the same as other people. So it's so interesting because in this video, as I said, the last point is they won't tell you. They will never tell you that they're Sigma. And yet in the comments, we love to identify with labels. We do. We love it. As much as some people will say, I hate labels. I do not like to use labels. Okay. We got the people who love the labels. We got the people who hate the labels. What's in the middle is I'm aware of the labels. I know the things that are me, but I don't. There's so much more. If I was to add on my Enneagram and my human design elements and my zodiac sign and my Myers-Briggs and my Greek alphabet letter and the way I get my energy as an introvert or an ambivert or an omnivert, because I've gotten to this point where I know me, who I am, of my human beingness, that is like this mosaic of all the things. And if I was to like mix all those things together about me, what's my essence? My essence is something unique to me. And so I can't keep like handing myself away to all these other labels and things. Neurodivergent, yes. With them being neurodivergent, that is a big spectrum, right? They say once you've met one autistic person, you've met one autistic person. You've met one Virgo, you've met one Virgo. You've met one Sigma woman, you've met one Sigma woman. These are still spectrums that we all exist on. You identify with that? Cool, great, awesome, I love it. And then the rare comment would come in. Didn't you hear what she said? I mean, I know a lot of people don't listen to the end of videos. I'm just making the video telling people the traits of this kind of woman. And if she were that type of woman, she's not even going to tell you that she is. She's going to be like, oh, that was some interesting information. I will take that into consideration. And you've opened my knowledge portals to perhaps some new terms that I can contemplate and add to my palette of who I am or maybe who I am not. And then it's interesting because there's some people in the comments, and I think some people don't understand the difference between being an introvert and being an extrovert. A lone wolf is very introverted. They get their energy from being alone. Yes, we can extrovert ourselves. You know, as I'm doing right now, making this video, I'm being very extroverted. I can go to a social setting and I could be like very social and mingle, entertaining. I'm making jokes in my weird joking way because I don't really care anymore. So I say some off the cuff things. Just like this Sigma woman, this lone wolf is outspoken, is blunt, does just tell it like it is. They don't care about others' opinions of them. Now, you may still be concerned about others' opinions of you. And so that's just where you are. Maybe you might evolve as your little lone wolf to no longer concern yourself with that. That's part of your path. So you can't say yes to all of them and then be an extrovert. Like, I don't, that's just confusing to me. Maybe somebody out there can help me understand that about you, if that's your feeling and your sense on this. Anyhow, this video is very multi-layered. Not only did it give you signs to determine whether or not you're a Sigma woman, keeping in mind, if you're a male watching this video, yes, perhaps you're a Sigma male, and maybe you identify as a lone wolf as well. Maybe you identify as a lone wolf empath. These are some more labels that we can add on. But nonetheless, regardless, you learn some of these traits, you learn some of these terms, you learn some of these labels, you can apply it to yourself, and now you can make do with it as you will. Nobody be commenting on this video about their labels. Instead, see if you can comment on this video without using labels. See if you can do that. Tell me your thoughts on this topic without using any of those. Is that possible to do? Till next time.